Dear brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who doesn't know, my name is Lakshmi. I'm an energy healer medium and a meditation teacher. And I created this channel, Rise and Shine TV, specifically for every single one of you who are on a path of spiritual awakening and enlightenment and on a path of better understanding and accepting oneself. Today, I would like to talk to you about awakening and the stages of awakening. What journey one takes after he or she experienced awakening. But before we start, please click a like button and subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with all our latest classes, videos, and meditations. Awakening is a really interesting topic and is quite misunderstood. Some people think that once they will wake up, they will exit matrix, become free from the system, and ascend into some higher dimension. But in reality, the end game of awakening is taking full responsibility for who you are, what your life looks like, and for all your thoughts, actions, and feelings. Once you truly awake, you understand that there is no matrix or system here that wants to harm you. Everything in this multiverse serves your growth and evolution. Everything on this planet is for your highest good. It is very hard to see when you are still on your lower vibrational frequencies and shadow patterns are still running your life. But it's very important to understand that our shadow patterns and our fears are much needed for our own evolution. And this truth you will learn to see only once you truly awake. And before this beautiful realization will dawn on you, you will undergo a lot of different stages. And I'm telling you all of this from my personal experience because I lived through every single one of these 6 stages for the past 7 years. And it was one hell of a ride for sure. So without any further ado, let's discuss what those stages are. So stage 1 is bliss. Once some event or person in your life will trigger your awakening process, you will feel utter bliss. You will feel that there is something out there that you haven't experienced before, this pure love and happiness. You will be shown this quick vision of where this path is taking you. Your awareness will start to accommodate more consciousness and more wisdom will become apparent to you. This is truly a very beautiful stage. And second stage is kind of depression, that nothing makes sense. So at this nothing makes sense stage, you start to realize that there is no meaning in absolutely anything. It doesn't matter what you do, where you live, there is no higher purpose to your existence, that all of this are just the concepts of your busy mind. It's only your mind that needs to know all of these questions of why, how, what for, and when. In reality, nothing matters. And many people get stuck at this stage, starting to see all their existence and their life in a gray light. And it's very difficult and depressing stage. And here it's very important to remember that if nothing matters, all there is to do is just to celebrate life, right? So third stage is a doomed stage. Here you start to realize what steps are needed to be taken in order for humanity to come to this place of love and light which you envisioned in stage 1. And here it will seem to you that no matter how hard humanity tries, no matter how many people claim that they awakened, nothing is changing. That what we call evil is still here and is still flourishing. So this makes you feel so helpless and makes you think that humanity is doomed to be in the shadow frequency forever. At stage 4, stage of your spiritual ego, you still lack acceptance that everything is as it is and everything for our highest good. So you decide to take action and start the fight with the current world order. At this stage, you think you know everything, and now it's your duty and responsibility to wake up the rest of the sleeping herd and show them the long forgotten way to salvation. Here, of course, you have the best interests of humanity in mind and at your heart. You want to help and heal everyone, even those who don't ask you for that, right? You try to oppose your views and knowledge onto them. You try to teach them how they need to live their lives. You try to enlighten them of what is good and what is evil, what they should and should not do. Though you have good intentions in mind, this stage of spiritual ego is very destructive for yourself and for others. At this stage, it's very important to remember about unconditional acceptance and help only those who ask you for it. Fifth stage is the stage of Hermit. Here you are tired of fight. You're tired of all these people who don't appreciate your efforts. So you decide enough is enough. I'll be on my own now. I'll isolate myself. They don't understand me anyway. So I will be better off without them. I live in the forest or in the mountains, close to nature, sit all day in meditation, and will reach the enlightenment. At this stage, you must understand that this is your resentment talking. Let go of the fight, accept and forgive others, and love them for who they are, and do not try to change them at all. And the last sixth stage, at this stage we are coming back to this pure bliss. Here is a very deep-rooted bliss. It is rooted in unconditional acceptance of everything and everyone for what it is and for who they are. You don't need to hide anymore, neither you need to fight with anyone. Here the storm is over. Your heart is finally at peace. You're at peace with yourself, and the world starts to mirror it into your own reality. You start to understand the roots and the cause of every event. Everything starts to be crystal clear for you. Your heart opens up and you take back the full responsibility for your life. You become the creator of your life. You create from the place of your heart center, from the place of detachment, love, and light. And I really hope that this video will help you not to feel alone while you are at this path of awakening. All stages are very important and much needed, and you cannot skip any stage. You need to live them fully and experience this roller coaster with gratitude and joy. And I wish you all a week full of abundance, love, happiness, and deep inner peace. See you next week on our channel Rise and Shine TV. With love and gratitude, your Lakshmi.